Hello, welcome to chapter 30, part 2, Bootstrap Accordion with Arrows, brought to you by Ankpro Technologies. My name is Harish. In this session, we will be learning how to work with Bootstrap Accordion with the arrows. In the last session, we learned how to build accordion with the images as well as with the content, and this is the demo of it. Okay, but as of now in this session we will be learning how to build accordion with the arrows, and the image represents that. You can observe here on this image we have two accordions, that is fruits as well as vegetables. To each of the accordion we have something like upward arrow pointing and downward arrow pointing. How do I get these type of arrows? This is very simple. And what does this arrow symbolizes when it is upwards and when it is downwards? That is the specialty of this. You can observe here this accordion right now it's not expanded. So this downward arrow symbolizes this accordion should be expanded. But coming to this accordion is already expanded, and this upward arrow mark indicates that this accordion should be collapsed. So that's the advantage of using these arrow marks. Okay, now let me jump into Visual Studio and let me start coding for Bootstrap Accordion with the arrows. So if I wish to add these arrow marks, where do I get that? I'll get that arrow marks visiting this URL, that is getsbootstrap.com/components/glyphicons. Here you can observe we have a upward pointing arrow and also we have a downward pointing arrow. So in our web page, if I wish to add these arrows, what I need to do is I need to just copy the class name. Okay, so what I'll do right now, let me jump back to presentation and let me tell you where are these arrow marks lying. These two arrow marks, they are lying before the headings, that is fruits and vegetables. So let me jump into Visual Studio and let me add a downward arrow right now. So they are present before to the heading, so I'll add a enter, then I'll add a span element. To this span element I'll add a class. That class is this one, that is we need a downward pointing arrow, that is glyphicon menu down. Control C. Let me come back and let me paste it here. Similarly, I need to add to the other accordion, that is vegetables. I'll copy this and I'll come and paste before the vegetable heading. Control S. Now when I go back and when I refresh this page, you can observe we'll get two arrow marks which are pointing downwards, and when I click, and this arrow mark indicates this accordion right now it's not expanded. So this arrow mark indicates the accordion to be expanded. So you can observe this accordion indicates or symbolizes the accordion should be expanded, and right now we are expanded. But you have to keep another important point in mind, and as soon as the accordion is expanded, this arrow mark should turn upward. Why? Because it's right now it's expanded and we should get an upward arrow indicating this accordion should be collapsed. So right now we are not getting that, and how can we change that? Telling when the accordion is expanded, the arrow mark should turn upside indicating this accordion should be collapsed. So how do I get that? And we can achieve that functionality by writing a bit of JavaScript code. So now let me jump into my Visual Studio and let me start coding for that functionality. It's very simple. Now what I need to do is I need to scroll down, and before to the body tag I need to add a script tag to write bit of JavaScript code. So I have to tell what type of script I'm writing. Let me add a type. Type is text bar JavaScript. Okay. Now here I need to write a code. The code is something when someone expands this accordion, and this arrow mark right now telling expand the accordion. As soon as the accordion is expanded, here the arrow mark should change to upside indicating this accordion should be collapsed. So how do I write that type of functionality? It's very simple. So here I've written a script tag. Inside the script tag, let me write a bit of JQuery code. Okay, what is the code I need to write? It's very simple. $document, okay, dot ready. Okay, I need to call a function. Okay, inside this function, what I need to write is, okay, I need to first identify the div. The div is collapse. So dollar, since it is a class, I need to take dot operator, collapse. I'm identifying this div by this collapse because image is present inside. So what I need to write is, to this div element I need to attach a function, I need to attach an event. What is that event? Okay, the event is when this image is shown or when this is expanded, I need to attach an event telling like the arrow mark should change to upward. So how do I do that? It's very simple. Now I have attached this event. I have got this ID due by this class name collapse. So next what I need to do is I need to take on method. To that I need to attach one event. The event name is shown dot bs dot collapse. Okay, in the sense what identify the element by this class name, and once this image is shown, change the upward. Once this image is shown, change the downward arrow to upward arrow. So that is the code right now I'm writing. So what I need to do is I need to call a function. Okay, inside this function what I'm doing right now is okay, what I'll do right now is first I want to identify I need to write some bit of jQuery code telling like this. Okay, this represents this due currently. Okay, this represents this due because we are writing this code inside this. Okay, this dot, then what I need to tell parent of it. Okay, what is that? Parent of it, in the sense this represents this due and the parent of this due is this one panel the class which is having the due which is having class panel primary is the parent of this due. So what I need to write is parent dot remove. First we have to identify where that arrow mark is lying. So parent dot find which is having a class called glyph icon menu down. So I will identify this class right now. Control C. Since this is a class, I have to add dot. Okay, once you find that, once you find that class, then what I have to do is I have to remove that class. Okay, I have to remove that glyph icon menu down. Okay, glyph icon menu down. Then what I need to do is then I need to add new class, that is add new class, that is glyph icon. Okay, glyph icon menu up. Okay, fine. This is what we have to do right now. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm identifying this due. Once this image is expanded, I have to call this event. Okay, what is this event doing? It's telling like once the image is shown, okay, I'll change this menu down, this in the sense arrow mark pointing downwards to upwards. That's what we are doing right now. Let me go and check the output whatever we get right now. Okay, Control S. You can observe when I click on this, the arrow mark is changing to upward. Okay, who is doing that work? And that work is done by, okay, let me refresh and let me show you again. Right now you can observe arrow mark is pointing downwards. When I click on this, when it is expanded, the arrow mark turns upside. Okay, who is doing that work? That work is done by this bit of jQuery code, whatever I wrote right now. And similarly you can observe, let me refresh it again. Now as soon as I expand it, the arrow mark turns upside, but when I click back again, the arrow mark still remains upside, but it should come down. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to write again a bit of jQuery code telling like once the image is collapsed, change the arrow mark to pointing downwards. So what I need to do is I'll copy a bit of code whatever I wrote right now, this code, Control C, and I'll paste it here. But the event right now is it is hidden, in the sense once the image is hidden, okay, change the menu up. Okay, identify the class with menu up, then change it to menu down, in the sense arrow mark down. Control S. When I go back and when I refresh, you can observe arrow mark right now it's pointing downwards. Now as soon as I expand that accordion, the arrow mark point upwards. Now you have to observe very carefully. Now when I click back again this accordion, the arrow mark should point downwards, and that's what it's happening now. And that's what we learned, like how to work with the Bootstrap accordion, which is having arrows. Now when I click on this, arrow mark changes to upside. Again when I collapse, the arrow mark comes downwards. This is what we learned in this session by writing a bit of jQuery code. Okay, and We also saw a beautiful demo of it. Okay, and finally, thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Ankpro Training. You can also like our Facebook page visiting these URLs. You can also follow us on Twitter. For further references, visit our websites, and we are on LinkedIn too. Last but not the least, please don't forget to give the feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.